My name's Aezron, electronic music producer and DJ from Birmingham, UK, now based here in Berlin. I'm making like acid house with like kind of tribal samples and kind of vintage analog drum sounds, so, like vocal samples, kind of like hip hop and ghetto elements as well. Yeah, I guess the music scene was a big part of my decision here in Berlin. Like, there's a lot of underground music here, and that's always what I've been interested in. I felt a lot of the gigs as a DJ that I was getting in the UK didn't really give me room to express myself as an artist, and it's very kind of not as underground, let's say, as the music scene is here in Berlin. And yeah, that's what attracted me to the city. With technology like this that's coming out, it's making it a lot more accessible for producers to like get sort of analog sounding drum machines for like a fraction of the price to what you'd pick up the originals for, which gives a lot more people the access to make music. Basically, you just get like a MacBook, a couple of pieces of software, and you can get going from that. There's a lot of things to learn before you're sort of producing music that's marketable and like that's going to actually get you places. The software that I've always used since university is Logic, and at the moment I've been using the TR8 drum machine, which is really cool because it has lots of classic sounds. But it's to get the things that you need to be able to make music is now a lot easier, so a lot more people are getting into it, which is making the scene a lot more competitive. So I guess that it means you have to work a lot more onto the sort of creative side of things to be able to like break through and to sort of shine above the sea of other people that are trying to latch onto the same kind of thing. A lot more people are like trying to get back to that old school sound, but in a new school way, and it's moving away from just doing everything inside the computer as well, which I find helps a lot. So I'm not constantly just clicking buttons on a mouse and on my keyboard to make music. I actually have something physical that I can play with and touch. It makes it a lot more fun when you're like jamming with tracks and things, to actually have it in front of you and to be able to touch it and tweak things physically. I like the freedom it gives you, being able to like change the sounds and manipulate them within the machine, and it's really good to be able to record it into Logic and to be able to put different effects and process it in different ways to make it sound like your own sounds as well as just using the classic sounds that come straight from the drum machine. It's really fun to like play around with like live jamming. If you're ever gonna like consider a drum machine for live performance, then I would say this would be like a really good one to choose. Yeah, my goal for the future would just to be carry on making music, just to DJ as much as possible. Well, at the moment I've been trying to work towards like some kind of like an EP or some sort of collection of tracks that sort of work with each other, to be able to put that out and have that as part of my legacy as an artist.